Hey everyone, Anthony here with Rancor TV. It has been quite a while. I'm excited to get back into posting though, and kind of one of the new hobbies I've picked up in my away time is Warhammer. So this is going to be a new series I'm starting on the Combat Patrol kind of magazine subscription from Hachette. I believe there's going to be 90 editions or 90 issues total, and kind of the cool thing about this is every issue is, I mean, I guess we'll see. I don't know what's going to be in the exact magazine, but it comes with, you know, some models or paint or something like that, with the idea being that at the end of it, you should be able to have, I think it's like 10 or 12 fully completed combat patrols. If you don't know, Combat Patrol is kind of a smaller game style. It has slightly different rules as opposed to your traditional like Warhammer 40K rules, and it's just designed for a little bit quicker play, balanced around that kind of stuff. So it's also just a good way for people to get into the hobby, like you want to try it out or you want to try a new army. Typically you'd go buy a combat patrol and put it together, paint it, and that would be kind of like the primer to say, hey, is this something that I want to get into more or not? So we're going to go ahead and get into this very first one. I'm not sure exactly how in depth I'm going to go. I think maybe what I'll do is we'll do like an opening, and then when I get the next issue, we'll go back and kind of see, like, my plan is to put together, and myself at the end of this have kind of all of the combat patrols and stuff done. So I may make a few quick videos of like different assembly and stuff like that, but I think for the most part, maybe what I'll do is when I open up the next issue, I'll just kind of review everything that had been done in the previous issue. So that being said, I'm actually really excited. I've been sitting on this for a couple of days, and I want to open it up and see what it's all about. So we'll see if we can get into this. Okay, so we've got a couple of things going on here. Obviously we have a little magazine thing. We have some sprues. It looks like we have some dice. So my guess is that they have probably rules for a simple like 1v1. We can look here. I believe this is probably a Space Marine, a Terminator maybe. Yeah, it looks like a Terminator. Space Marine, and this is probably a winged hive tyrant, which is going to be from your Tyranid army. So I'm guessing that you kind of assemble these. These ones are kind of what's called push fit, so you technically don't need any glue or anything like that. You could just push these together. You don't even have to paint them. You got a few dice here. You've got their bases, and then you could just play what I'm assuming is going to be some rules or something in here for a simple game. You know, even on the front here we can see build your first models, discover Warhammer, play your first game. So yeah, we have a Space Marine Captain and Terminator armor, and then that winged Tyranid Prime. Oh, winged Tyranid Prime. So we'll jump into that in just a minute here, but I kind of want to look at some of this other stuff. This looks to me like a big play mat. So this would be kind of a paper play mat. It would fold out. You can see you've got you know, different styles here. So this would be more of like a indoor industrial setting, and this would be kind of like, hey, you're outside fighting in the dirt. So that's pretty cool that they have that. Premium subscription. So I did sign up for the premium subscription, and it looks like because of that, you know, you get just a few extra things at the end of it that I think are totally worth it. Official collection. Oh, this is, so we kind of got two different things going on here. I'm not really sure what this is about. Oh, this is the poster. Oh, this is large. Okay, it looks like it's kind of cool. You guys probably won't be able to see the whole thing here, but I am definitely probably going to hang this up. Hopefully you guys can see most of that. Pretty dang cool. Okay, and then on the back they just have some stuff. Oh yeah, I'll try to fit all this on here without messing up the poster. So here we can see build your armies and collect all of this. So it looks like what, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, so 9 full combat patrols we should get out of this, all the paint that we need to paint all of them. And I am going to really try to restrict myself to the stuff that they give, just so that anyone out there who maybe doesn't have tons of stuff, like I've got, you know, everything I need already to do all this. I've got, you know, some decent clippers and other stuff here, but really my goal is I'm going to use the stuff that's included, the paints, all of that, so that anyone out there that maybe is thinking about this, you know, you'll see what you get, and you'll see the quality of stuff that, you know, you'll have at the end. So I know it's kind of upside down, but eventually we'll get some, you know, basic clippers and some other things like that. So pretty cool. I'm going to set this aside for now. And then we'll take a look at the book itself here. It's just one of my other projects I'm currently working on here. And I apologize, I do have just a bit of a sniffle. I'm getting over a sickness. So yeah, here we can see, again, like I said, these are by Hachette. So if you check out their website, we will need clippers, so I'm curious to see when those come. I probably, you know, like I said, I already have these. If you didn't have them, it looks like at some point there will be an issue that has them. I find it interesting that they didn't include them in the first ones. One thing I will say though is that you can also use, I don't know if you guys have seen like the little side cutter fingernail clippers or things like that work as well. If you just want to run down to your Dollar General and get a cheap pair. Or something like that, you totally could, and then you wouldn't have to wait. But if you don't want to spend the extra money, it does look like at some point they will come. So hopefully in the next episode or next issue. So yep, it just kind of talks about the building. It has the building instructions that we need for our Captain and Terminator armor. And then it looks like, oh, that's a little sad. I don't know what's going on there. Must have got a little damp or something. And then the Winged Tyranid Prime. Looks like we have a little bit of lore going on here. Oh, and it's just going to go through and kind of talk to us about all the different factions. Here we got the Space Marines Ultramarine chapter, Tyranids, and now it looks like we have kind of the rules. So a lot of people don't do this, a lot of people do. So kind of one of the cool things that you can do about this is you put this captain together, and then, you know, you can give him a name, you can kind of keep track of maybe the different things that he's done in different games and that kind of stuff. So that part of it is pretty cool. We've got the data sheet, which is basically the rules that you need to tell you what this individual unit can do. And then we've got the same thing over here for the Winged Tyrant, or Winged Tyranid Prime. Data sheet. And then, okay, yep. So it does look like they do have some rules here for just a basic kind of little mini game that you can do just to kind of get yourself familiar with how the different roles work, you know, when you need to roll, what it means, how to do them, and that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to be careful here. It looks like actually when they 3-hole punched this, it was like it kind of ripped through instead of cut, and so some of those are like sticking together. See, like if I pull that off. Hopefully they fix that in the later magazines. So anyway, pretty cool stuff. I'm very excited about everything. Like I said, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this one. Before I record the next one, I'm going to go ahead and clip these guys out, put them together. I personally do like to glue them, even though these ones are supposed to be the quick fit. Of course, you can use, and I have some somewhere. I don't have it right here. You can use the Citadel paint, which is kind of like the Games Workshop, which is the company that comes out with the Warhammer stuff, have their own line of paints and stuff like that. So you can use their glue as well, but I actually really like this stuff. I think you can get it on Amazon, but you can also check at a lot of your local hobby shops. Pick it up for a couple of bucks, and it just helps make sure that when you put it all together, it goes together very well. So again, like I said, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up with this one, guys. But thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.